Hey everyone, your buddy Jeremiah here. Thought I'd introduce the first episode of Antipop Games. See, every Wednesday my buddy Cody Booker and I chat up the airwaves at the KBSB radio station from 6 to 9 p.m. We make sure the lesser heard tracks get some airtime, that's why the show is called Antipop, but we also talk about what games have been up to for the last week. This is our first recording, and the mics came out a little hot, so thanks for bearing with us. We're polishing up the show still. It's going to get better as time goes on. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Enjoy the first episode of Antipop Games.
Welcome back to me and Cody Booker talking. Hi, Cody.
Oh, 1 second. Ugh.
Cody. There he is.
My mic wasn't on.
Oh, jeez.
I'm here now.
I'll yell at the idiot at the switchboard in the control room.
The sad part is that's us.
hey. It's,
We'll put the blame on me right now. I'll take the blame.
There you go.
I'll be the hero of the day.
You idiot. Okay, so you are listening to Antipop. All the awesome music that you never seem to hear on the radio in one convenient place on FM 90.
FM 90, that's right.
KBSB Bemidji. So, some interesting stuff happened in the world of video games recently, Cody.
Yes, interesting things did happen.
The lineup for EVO was announced. Do you know what EVO is?
I actually do know what EVO is.
Okay.
So I know what it is. I don't watch it.
Okay.
I'm just interested in the games that come up every year.
Okay.
Because I know some years they introduce a new game that they're going to be using at EVO. And I know some years they say we're taking this game out.
Okay, we should probably say what EVO is for people that don't know that.
Yes, we should.
Okay, so EVO is the annual national tournament for fighting games. You know, your Street Fighters and all that. And it's coming up.
Goes from good 2D to 3D. It just goes all over the place if it wants.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be happening this summer, July 11th through the 13th. That's a nice little weekend. It's going to be happening in Las Vegas because where else would you play a bunch of fighting video games?
I'll go good old Las Vegas.
The lineup for what games are going to be on the main stage, the main tournament, earn your crown, earn your WWF fighter belt with a joystick on the front. Those games have been announced, and the lineup it's an interesting lineup. I'm wondering how much of it was political. Would you like to hear what the games are?
Let's hear them.
First up, Ultra Street Fighter 4. I have not looked at Ultra Street Fighter since Ultra Street Fighter 2.
Shoryuken!
Shoryuken! King of Fighters 13.
I want to say I've heard of it. I'd be lying if I say I did. And I know I'm going to get a bunch of people hate me just saying, you don't know what King of Fighters is? I'm like, sorry.
I mean, King of Fighters, it's almost like a yin and yang to Street Fighter, I want to say. I mean, I'm not a huge fighting guy, but like their deal was they have this enormous roster of characters. Like it just puts the entire universe of Mortal Kombat to shame. And I could be wrong, but I want to say that they were one of the earlier people to have multiple characters in one battle. Like you choose your 3 guys or whatever.
Oh, you mean like team fights? Not like with 2 people fighting at once, but like you have your chosen team ready to go. Like if one goes down, in comes the next.
Exactly. Or you can switch them out, or you can press a button and do attacks with 2 guys at once, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So King of Fighters 13 is there. I didn't know there were that many Kings of Fighters. We also got Ultra Marvel versus Capcom.
I see that everywhere I go.
Really?
There's always somebody playing it.
Really? Tell me about it. I don't know. Pretend I know nothing about Marvel
versus Capcom.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just like it says. They take characters from Marvel and they take characters from Capcom, and it's just like you said. I think it's a good. Like you said, I've seen it everywhere. I haven't played it.
Yeah.
Just because, it's not my style of fighting game, so I don't play it. I enjoy fighting games a lot. It's not my style though.
Right.
But it's like you just pick 3 people, a team of 3 each, and then you just have them go at it. It doesn't. It's not like you have to have just only Marvel versus only Capcom. It's like you can mix it up. Like
okay.
They have Beautiful Joe. They have Deadpool, which is by what I've seen my favorite. I think they have Iron Man.
Do they have? Let's see. What are some really good Capcom characters? Can I have Beautiful Joe versus... Oh, he is Capcom. So can I have Deadpool, Spider-Man, and the Hulk versus Beautiful Joe, Frank West, and a server bot.
Frank West is from Dead Rising, right?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yes, and then he
is in it. He is in it. Frank West is in it.
Great. Of course he is. Can I take photos with him?
Yes, you can. And I think if I saw for his special, I think this is what it was. He pulls out, the Lego hat from the game that's like iconic now.
Yeah, that's a server bot.
Oh yeah, he takes it and he just shoves it right on their head. And I think that's like his ult. Like I said, I've seen it. I haven't played it.
Wow.
But I think if I remember right, I think Spider-Man's in it. I don't know if Hulk's in it.
Well, that would be weird if they didn't have both of those guys in a puzzle game.
There's others too. I think there's X-23. I think her name is
X-23. That sounds like it could be a Dragon Ball Z villain.
X-23.
Yeah, right.
X-23.
There you go. Okay, so next up on the list we have Injustice: Gods Among Us.
I own that and I love it.
Really?
Yes, I love that game. The problem with it is that, and this isn't fighting wise for the game, it's just like overall for the game, is that they always come out with additional characters and everything.
Yeah.
Right now they have Martian Manhunter.
Cool.
They have Lobo.
Okay.
They have Batgirl.
Okay. Is she paralyzed?
No.
So this is pre-paralyzation.
Prepare.
Prepara.
Prepare for the prepare.
Right. Okay. Continue.
We also have oh god, what's his name? Zod.
Zod?
Yeah, General Zod.
Oh right, General
We
Zod.
got him, and then the third chick. No, not the third chick. Well, I think. Well, the other character, the last one, is this like magician girl. I'm not that big into the DC universe, so I don't know the names that well.
But I think I know who you're thinking of. Does she dress in purple and wear a top hat?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
her.
I
I don't remember her name, but you can play as her.
And she doesn't wear pants?
No pants at all. One reason I like the game.
Oh yeah.
But the thing about it is that you have all these great characters. They all have they're not carbon copies of enemies. They're not clones. Mm-hmm. They fight with their own skills and everything. The thing is, each separate character is $10 a piece.
Ooh, that hurts. So that's a little bit like Killer Instinct then. Like, is the game free and then you start with one, or how does that work?
The game, you just have to buy the game.
Yeah.
You buy it.
So that's $60.
Yeah. Well, now it's probably $40.
Wow.
Because when I got it, I'm not gonna brag, but when I got it, I won a Zaxxon tournament. By the way, everyone out there, I'm considered the 22nd greatest Zaxxon player in the entire world. So yay for me.
Very modest.
Yeah. Modesty. Well, I won. Since I won that tournament, I also got a discount at the store it was at, and with that discount, I also had some store credit because it was given to me. Because I was the one who made Zaxxon in the area popular.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's just say I beat a record.
So you set this up. You thought, I'm really good at this game. I'm going to start this community, and then I'll be the one not paying any quarters in the arcade.
Exactly. It paid off in the end because I got a discount. But with that discount, what I did is I went and got Injustice. I think the day after it came out, I got it for $20 to $25.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So I got it. It's really good. It's made by the same guys, made by NetherRealm, the guys who made Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Oh yeah, I forgot another DLC character. You can play as Scorpion.
That makes sense.
And it's a new styled Scorpion too. Got a hood and everything. I like the look of the Scorpion. Then again, I don't want to pay $60 for 6 characters.
Right. Yeah. So the game. So you get the game. You shell out $60 for that. You get 6 characters to begin with.
Yep.
And then there are some number of other extra characters which are real cool, but they're $10 each.
Those are for the DLC characters.
Right.
I think there's a list of maybe 20 characters in game that you can play as. It's pretty good. I like it. You can definitely feel Mortal Kombat in it. Mm-hmm. Again, it's one game I own it and I do like to play it, but I'm not good at it.
I have had many fighting games like that.
Yeah. But it's really good. It's really heavy on juggling, but I'm Aquaman all the way. Aquaman all the way.
You and your very useful superpower.
Hey, actually, the thing about this is they kind of reboot characters, sort of. So Aquaman's actually really good in this. Cool. He's considered one of the best jugglers in the game.
Huh. I was actually just reading the story behind Injustice. That is a messed up universe. Yeah. You know the premise?
I do.
Well, I suppose you played it.
And the thing is, it's not just one. They bring in the other one, too. Like, they bring in the main... Because it's 2 alternate timelines.
Okay, I only know the first one.
Yeah, you know, the one where, and spoiler for anyone out there listening,
Well,
you know.
this is like opening cutscene where you see this.
Yeah.
So
spoiler for anybody, but you know, the Joker gets a fist jammed right through his chest.
Right, the Joker dies, but he isn't killed by Batman.
Oh no, it's a super punch. Superman gets angry. And I think that's where I'll leave it, because then people are going to be like, why is Superman punching the Joker?
Exactly. Why did Superman kill the Joker?
Exactly.
There's some heavy stuff going on.
Yep, and then it kind of explains how the normal universe, well, there's a million universes now, but the one that everyone pays most attention to, it explains how that's drawn into the Injustice universe.
Interesting. This is more convoluted than like a Zelda timeline.
Yeah. And what I really like about it is you get to play as things you'd always wanted to see. Like you get to play as... what's his name? The guy who's Green Lantern. His name is...
His human name?
Yeah.
I'm blanking on that right now.
Same here. Something... Jordan?
Jordan. Steve...
Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan.
You get to play as a Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan.
What?
Yes.
Can I play as, like, a Superman who has... Captain America's shield made out of kryptonite also? Or, I mean...
You can play as a cyborg Captain... You can play as a cyborg Superman.
Cyborg Superman...
Of course, that's another DLC thing.
Oh, of course. So, Cyborg Superman, I'm just imagining, like, Superman, but where his eyes would be, he has, like, a Cyclops visor thing. Like a Geordie LaForge Cyclops laser shooter.
Kind of, but it's like it looks like normal Superman, except for bits and pieces of his suit and skin are ripped off, and there's just robot right there.
So, Terminator Superman.
Yes. Terminator Superman. But
Yeah,
anyways, I guess back to the list. I'm taking up way too much time.
Well, hey, I mean, Injustice, comics, fighting, it's all real good stuff.
Exactly.
Next on the list, we got, BlazBlue? Is that BlazBlue?
BlazBlue. BlazBlue. I will say it right now. I will fight anyone to the death on this. I believe BlazBlue is the greatest fighting game ever created.
Really?
Yes.
Well, what about BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma?
I don't want to get into that because that makes me really angry.
Oh, there's the rub.
Yeah, because if anyone that knows BlazBlue, they know that they decided it was a year before it was going to come out in America. I think it hasn't come out yet. I think it will be soon, or it already has.
The Chrono Phantasma?
Yeah, I think it's out right now.
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Yeah, I forget the release date, but if it's on the list, I'm guessing it must be already out. Or coming out.
Or it'll be out by then.
Yeah. Well, anyway, anyone who knows the series knows that the story's just crazy. It involves time travel. I'll give you that warning right now.
Are there any fighting games that have serious stories that
I can't think of one. But anyway, the thing I don't like about this one, it's nothing against the game or story or anything about it. It's that they decided that they're going to take it away from Xbox and make it a PS exclusive.
So?
I own a 360.
Oh.
Nothing else.
Well,
and I think it's a real evil move, because it's just they've taken a series that they've literally pumped out 4 games, make that 5. They pumped out 5 games, introduced all of these characters, had a heavy story, and this game was supposed to finish off the stories of a couple characters. Mm-hmm. And they've just taken that away from half of their audience.
Do you, who published BlazBlue, do you know?
I believe that was Arc Systems.
Oh, I don't...
Arc Systems or Atlas. It's one of those two. I got it on my phone right here. It is... Wait, music, Atlas.
Okay. Well, Atlas just got purchased by... Sony? Sega. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, I mean, well, that makes sense then. If they just got bought by a Japanese company, of course it's going to be on a Sony thing. I mean, there's the politics, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The politics I talked about.
And I do like what Sega's decided to do with Atlas, because they've already stated that even though they bought Atlas, they're going to consider Atlas their own company. It's not just going to be attached to Sega. It's like, it's their own thing.
Yeah.
Our name's just attached to it.
A little bit of autonomy there.
Yeah.
And finally on the list, Killer Instinct.
Oh, Killer Instinct. You know, honestly, I didn't know what Killer Instinct was until a year ago.
Ooh.
I didn't know. Only reason I did not know was because on Screw Attack, they have this thing called Death Battle.
Yep.
They take famous video game character, pop culture character versus another video game or pop culture.
Makes sense.
They had Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Yep.
Versus...
She doesn't wear pants either.
She does not wear pants. And yet, Soul Calibur is a game I don't accept in my life. But that's a story for another day.
Right.
And then we have the girl that was green in the lightsaber like sword things in Killer Instinct. I don't know her name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But like her fatality kind of move is rips her shirt off and just, exposes what's there.
Right.
Another check for that game.
Memories.
Yep. And then they die.
Okay.
Yep. Spoiler alert for anyone that's going to watch that death battle. Booby Lady won.
Well, at that point, you're kind of you're being held hostage to your audience. At that point, that's what they wanted to see.
Exactly. But I have a friend of mine who's played it. He says he likes it. But other than that, I only know that a new one's come out and that I learned about a year ago. That's all I know about it.
Well, I was following it when it came out. That was a launch game, a launch downloadable game when the Xbox One came out, and they did a cool thing. It is free to play. You can go and you can download it. You have the whole game.
Is it a limited thing, or is it like free for good?
It's free for good.
Really?
But you can only play as one character.
Oh.
So free game, you download, you can play as Jago, who is kind of like the equivalent of Ken or Ryu.
Okay.
It's like he's like the main guy or whatever. And then there's 7, 8 other characters, something like that. And if you pay $15, I think, you get every other character.
Okay, 15 isn't a bad deal.
No.
Other than $10 for one character.
It's much better.
Talking to you, Injustice.
And then there's also a variety of other outfits you can get. I think if you pay $60, you get every character on all their outfits or something like that.
Yeah.
And
I was never much of a pay-to-play kind of person either. I'll do it if something is really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, I think I did it for Brink, and I've heard a lot of people say how much that, Brink was not anything they ever wanted in life. It's just parkour. It's a game of parkour. I don't care what you people say. I consider that one of the greatest games I ever played.
I consider that one of the worst games I've ever played.
And yet another issue arises.
Yes, we have a big bullet list of things we need to argue.
Oh, yeah.
But so Killer Instinct, and then I believe what they did was on some schedule, like every couple of weeks, they cycle through who the free character is. So it was Jago for a while, and then it switched over to another character.
Yeah. Are they still doing that, or is it just one person now?
I heard something about how I think they're coming to the end of their cycle. I can't remember. I'd have to look at that.
Because if they're going to do what League of Legends does, because League of Legends, every week they pick out because there's a total of like 100 plus characters.
Right.
They usually pick out like 10 of them, and they have those just free for anyone, just to play, whether they own them or not.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's kind of like that. If they do that, then they're probably just going to re-loop, or they're just going to pick out a new order to do it in. Maybe. But then again, it's one of those, like, you got to pay to get it,
Yeah.
And I don't know. Do you know if the loop will continue even if you buy characters?
Well, if you buy them all, then it doesn't really affect you.
Yeah.
So.
But like if you bought one other character, the loop would still go, but up to your character, it's like nothing since you already own it.
Right. I could be wrong, but I think that it's either you don't buy individual characters. Like, you either just have Jago or you drop the $15 to get everybody.
Ah, okay.
I think that's how it is.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. And then, then the cool thing about Killer Instinct is Killer Instinct invented the combo breaker. You know that meme? Combo breaker!
Oh, yeah. I know the combo breaker.
Their announcer is that he might be the best character in video games. Like,
the announcer's a character that fights?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant like he got out there just like...
He should be.
Introducing to this side, we have me.
Yeah, right. But so he's crazy way over the top. Like, this guy makes the Mexican soccer announcer, go! That guy. It makes KO! In a way. So that game, they have all kinds of crazy combos, Mm-hmm. So if you do a 30-hit combo, I can just imagine him in the booth pulling on his hair. Ultimate combo! So that was part of the charm of Killer Instinct.
I will say this though, now that you bring those things up, when he says combo, I have heard that everywhere before.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know where that comes from. And I also saw, is there a Velociraptor that it's in that game?
Yep, the Velociraptor with boxing gloves.
That they had him also in a death match on Screw Attack versus none other than, and this will probably make a good segue for what I think you're going to lead into, against Yoshi.
Yoshi, huh?
I'm not going to spoil that one. It's an interesting fight.
I want to know. Okay, so that was the EVO lineup, EVO 2014. in Las Vegas. So once again, the quick list here. Mm-hmm. The tournaments that are going to be on the main stage. We got Ultra Street Fighter 4, King of Fighters 13, Ultra Marvel vs. Capcom, Injustice, Gods Among Us, Blaze Blue, woohoo! Chrono Phantasma, and Killer Instinct.
That's actually a really good lineup. Like I said, I do play a lot of fighter games, but I don't normally play the really high up there. I've never played Street Fighter. I have a feeling if I did play it, I'd really like it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those, like with Metal Gear Solid, it's one of those games where I know I'd like it, I'd really like to play it, but I know there's not much story to fighters, but it's like one of those things where it's already too far for me to just grasp on and go with it.
Right. Where do I begin kind of thing.
Exactly. It's like if I really, because when I play a game, I really want story. Like, I'm not going to drop a game if it has a bad story or not. I'll still play if it's fun.
Yeah, right.
But it's like, if a game has really good story, whether it's from a long time ago or not, I still want to jump on for the story.
Yeah, right.
Like, I know there's a bunch of characters now with, like, stories that are intertwined, like...
It's all weird and confusing.
Yeah. Like, I know M. Bison. I know he's, like, somehow, not really related, but connected to, like, the blonde chick who, again, wears no pants.
Yep.
I know, like, she's like a genetic clone kind of thing.
Yeah, and then she traveled through time to assassinate a group of ninjas.
And she's got, like, an alternate outfit where she's dressed as M. Bison. It's like, that's one of the things I'd have to just go and start the story and understand, like, what is going on.
Right. So, one strange thing that I've noticed in this main stage lineup, there's no Mortal Kombat.
Probably because, I'm guessing maybe because Injustice is taking the place of it.
Yeah.
Because it's like they could keep it, but everyone's still waiting for the next Mortal Kombat 2, technically, since the new universe. That's something else I don't want to get started on, because I'm 50-50 on that. No one messes with my Sub-Zero. No one messes with my Sub-Zero. If you do that, it's automatically I'm going to hate you.
Oh, I've always been for Scorpion, not Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, although everyone always goes Scorpion. That's another thing. And also, we should say this will be going on YouTube if I'm not too lazy.
Just a little aside there. This is we are recording our first show. We're going to throw this up on the internet for anybody that wants to hear us ramble about fighting games.
Exactly. I have no clue right now. It's honestly, this is just a thought that came to mind today. Honestly, right now I have no clue if. I don't know if it's going to be like, I don't know what the name of it all is. I don't know what the channel name is. I have no clue. So anyone who actually knows us, I'll probably like link like the episode and the channel and everything. I'll probably just give this thing a snazzy name for an episode. But like, yeah, that's right. I guess now we're internet stars, so yay for us.
Yeah, so just store that in your noggin.
Exactly.
So no Mortal Kombat, but you do have Injustice. They're both 3-button fighting games.
Yes.
So, and it's made by the same people, so you get that same feel.
I always am excited to see, like, because Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, they kind of follow the same button pattern, kind of.
Yeah.
That's what I like about Blaze Blue. It's a 4-button fighting system.
Yeah.
And it's not just like, A is your, easy hit.
Yeah.
No, it's actually like, they turn it 90 degrees, where it's like, X is your light hit, Y is your medium, B is your heavy, A is like your character's signature attack, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they have a 4-button layout, and then they have blocking and everything, which just... It took me up to the 3rd game to finally get blocking down. In games, I don't block. If you ever want to beat me, no, I don't block. I usually evade. That's my style of fighting.
Go the little fast guys.
Exactly.
Well, so, yeah, no Mortal Kombat, and... As of right now, Super Smash Bros. Is not making an appearance at EVO, but there is a messed up story behind that.
Oh.
Would you like to hear it?
I would. What do we have for time right now? Will we have time to just get into it right now? Or do you think we should take a quick break?
Oh, we better take a little bit of a music break.
Yeah. That also reminds me. This completely left my mind when I was talking about it, but for the YouTube thing, Sub-Zero or Scorpion, leave a comment.
Or you could call in right now.
Yeah, if you're actually listening to us right now, we actually have a number here.
And that number is... Tell us if you're Team Scorpion or Team Sub-Zero.
And if you're calling us from, you see this on the air, online whenever, I guarantee you we probably won't pick it up unless... We should probably tell them what time we're on, too, for anyone who's...
Oh, yeah. And if you're picking this up, you can catch us here at our show Antipop every Wednesday from 6 to 9.
That's right.
P.M. in the post-meridian
Central Time.
Central Time Zone. Okay, so I think for now... Oh, I'll talk to him for a second.
All right, I got this. Right now we're putting music in for you guys who are listening. Everyone who's listening in, in Bemidji, Minnesota right now, so that they have something to listen to while we gather our stuff. But like I was saying, if you go into the YouTube page when we get this started up, in the comment, this will be the first one for the day, because our last show we did that we didn't record, we originally had one, knife versus bat.
That's a classic thought.
Yeah, which would you rather fight with in a fight, a knife versus a bat? One person has a knife, the other person has the opposite weapon, the bat. Now, the thing is that we just did a little hypothesis on the air of what would win. And I don't want to say it ended a stalemate, because I picked knife, and I'm pretty sure I lost. I'm not good for arguing for sides. But I will say this, for this one... We'll see if this works. We'll go into YouTube. We'll use YouTube. Pretty much Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Not who would win, but who you'd rather use.
Who do you prefer? Who's your guy?
Because in a fight, I've already seen the votes for that. I already know there's votes everywhere for that. I don't like to admit what the answer is. But who would you rather play as? And Cyber Sub-Zero does not count.
Ooh. All right. Well, with that, we're going to kick into a little bit of music. Here you go.